When many stood together, the challenge would be strong. It started with a woman named Rosa Parks in Montgomery.
Black taxis and you had white taxis.
And Montgomery, like all of the South, had segregated buses. In interstate buses like this one, and in city buses, the whites sat in the front, the blacks in back. If more whites got on, the blacks had to give them the middle and back seats too. On December 1st, 1955, Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white passenger.
If there ever was a woman who was dedicated to the cause, Rosa Parks was that woman.
Front seats were occupied, and there one man, a white man, standing. At this point, the driver asked us to stand up and let him have those seats. And when none of us moved at his first words, he said, "Y'all make it light on yourselves and let me have those seats." And when the policeman approached me, one of them spoke and asked me if the driver had asked me to stand. I said, yes. He said, "Why don't you stand up?" I said, "I don't think I should have to stand up." And I asked him, I said, "Why do you push us around?" He said, "I do not know, but the law is the law and you're under arrest."
This was not the first time a black person had defied the bus segregation in Montgomery. It was not Mrs. Parks' first time. It was her first arrest. E.D. Nixon went to the police station to bail her out.
I said, "Miss Parks," I said, "with your permission, we can break down segregation on the bus with your case." I said, I'm convinced that we can do it. I said, if I wasn't convinced, I wouldn't bother about it. She asked her mother what she thought about it. She said, "I'll go home with Mr. Nixon." Asked her husband, he said, "I'll support it." That's fine.
E.D. Nixon and other black leaders called for a one-day bus boycott. In some cities, it would have been impossible to organize 40,000 people in 2 days. But Black Montgomery had a core of activists in the Women's Political Council, and they distributed these boycott notices all over the city.
Sessions passed. I was late for work because I was trying to see how many buses was empty, and they were totally empty.
The one-day boycott was a success. That night, a mobilized black community turned out for a meeting at the Holt Street Baptist Church and voted unanimously to continue the boycott. It started with a woman named Rosa Parks in Montgomery.